Hi, everybody. This is another What's Good for the Summer I Turned Pretty. So, this show is on Amazon Prime, and all the episodes are out now. And it is based on actually a book trilogy. So, this first season, because it has been confirmed already for a second season, this first season is basically her as a teenager, and so you find out, in the first episode, her mom has this friend, Susanna, and they go and her and the kids will hang out with her and her kids for the summer. And, just kind of like, you know, not saying hang out, but that's what they do. Like they spend time together during the summers, and that is introduced like point blank in the first episode. Um, you see where why it's called like the summer I turned pretty, like in the montage of her like growing up. She had the braces, she has the glasses, and so it's like now she has blossomed into a young lady, um, being a teenager. And so she, during this summer, is just trying to not necessarily figure out, but trying to identify like her feelings for certain people, as well as just, you know, figuring out life, I'm going to say. Because she doesn't just sit here and like chase boys all summer. She involves herself in like other activities as well. So, um, it really focuses, it does focus a lot on the teenagers, but it also gives you a perspective on the parents as well. They do spend, I'd say, a good, like, whether it's 50-50 or 60-40, like, they spend a good amount of time on, like, from a teenager's, like, storyline perspective, as well as an adult kind of perspective. Um, because it'll give you a look at Laurel, who is Stephen and Isabel's mother. Um, and then it looks at Susanna, so the friend, and who is the mother of Conrad and Jeremiah. And, how are their interactions? How have their relationships changed? How's life going for them? It on even though it's probably more directed towards like a young adult, I feel like any person could really watch this show and identify with, whether it's a teenager or an adult, you can identify with any of the issues being presented in this show. It is more of a romance drama instead of, some of the other action or, stuff like that. But this show, like, by the end, almost like had me in tears. There were, with a couple of like performances and themes, it just got not sad, but with some of the things that are discussed and seeing how the characters react to it, it gets you, because you yourself could even identify with a lot of these things, these issues and topics that they discuss. And they I think they just did a really good job of kind of not necessarily combining everything, but giving that perspective of like the different age ranges and seeing like, okay, these are your issues as a teenager, but these are my issues like as an adult. Like this is kind of what's going on in our day to day, aside from, you know, maybe a teenager's day to day or vice versa. And the big thing, has been Team Conrad or Team Jeremiah. And it's really hard to say. Like, I'm not, like you can't really tell. Like for me, it's always hard when you're not necessarily like when you're a teenager. Like those, your thoughts and feelings can always change. Um, so that's up to everyone else who, who wants to pick a side. I kind of have a side more towards who I'm leaning on. Um, but that's been the big thing that I've seen on TikTok is, are you team Conrad or team Jeremiah? And that really brought me back to the old times of team Edward and team Jacob, from, yeah, way back when. But I highly recommend this show. It really felt different. I liked getting more of a summer vibe, getting a like northeastern beach, kind of almost southern. Like they talk about where they're at. It is not exactly on the. So, oh God, I forget. I think it's in Massachusetts where they're at. I forget completely, but they're in the Northeast. Um, but the house that they have and where they're set and everything, it's gorgeous. I wish. Cannot relate. But let me know your thoughts down below. What did you think of the show? Um, I highly recommend it. Amazon Prime's been killing it lately with at least what I've been talking about. Um, Feel free to like and subscribe if you want, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.